Hello students, we have come again with new topic, that is network devices. Today we are going to learn this network devices. Okay, this topic is very much interesting, and we can see what are the devices and what are the features of these devices. Day-to-day life we are using these devices. Now we will understand what is the purpose of these devices and something. As we have learned that previously, we have learned that what is a computer network. We know that when we connect more than one computers with each other using wired or wirelessly, then this makes a computer network, and we can share resources, share documents, share printers, share different types of devices, different types of files between computers. Now, how these things is done with the help of devices, network devices. We are going to learn this network devices. Okay, this is chapter 11, unit 2, class 12, computer science. See, first of all, we will learn about modem. This is the most important part of a computer, that is modem. Without modem, a computer cannot connect with the internet. So what is a modem? See here, modem, the full form of modem is modulator and demodulator. It is an electronic device that enables a computer to transmit data over telephone lines. Okay, this is helpful to transmit data over telephone lines. Suppose if we are using telephone lines to connect with the internet, then that machine must be installed as modem. Modem will be there. Okay, so it is a device used to convert digital signals into analog signal. Now what is the purpose of this modem? It converts digital signals into analog signals, and vice versa, and reverse is also possible. Means analog signals is converted to digital signals also. Why it is necessary to convert, or why and this conversion is done by modem? Why modem is necessary? Because telephone lines provides analog signals. Suppose audio signals are the analog signals, but within computer system every signals are digital signals. Okay, these signals are digitized using 0 and 1 form. So if we want to transmit data over telephone lines, from one computer to another computer, then computers are digital but the line is analog, so this modem is very much necessary, and this modem converts digital signals into analog signals, and vice versa. At the sending where we want to transfer, at the transmit station, at the transmit station, modem converts digital signals into analog signals. Means from computer data, digital data is converted to analog signals so that the data can travel through telephone lines, and the receiving end, the same modem converts those analog signals into digital signals. So that computer can read the data successfully. There are two types of modems, namely internal modem and external modem. Modem, there are two types of modem. First is internal modem and next is external modem. See, this is the picture of internal modem. This modem is inserted inside the computer, and then these two ports are visible from the back side of the CPU. Now here we have to connect the telephone line connection, and then this modem will work, and then we can use the internet. Now this is the external modem, and this modem is kept at the table or at the box, system box, over the system box, and in the back side you will see these types of ports there where you can insert the telephone line connection. Some power source is needed. These things we can attached with the modem. Now understood what is modem? Modem is to convert digital signals into analog and vice versa. Now next is RJ45 connector. RJ45 connector, these are the pictures of those RJ45 connector. You can see if you visit a computer lab where computers are connected with a local area network or network, then those computers must have these types of RJ45 connector, and this connector is connected with the CPU, okay, to the main hub. Now RJ, the full form of RJ is registered jack, and it is used to connect network cable with the system. Network cable with the system. Okay, inside the system you will find this type of socket, and here this RJ45 connector with the wire, along with the wire, is inserted here in the socket. Okay. Now this connector are plug-in devices used in networking and telecommunication. This is used in networking and telecommunication application. It is an 8-wire connector. Okay, so you will, when you will count, a total number of 8 wires is required, and those wires are twisted with each other. So twisted pair cables are used with this RJ45 connector, and it is used to connect computers in LAN, especially using those LANs which are using Ethernet technology. Ethernet is a technology which is used in a local area network to connect with the computer. Okay. Now next is Ethernet card. This is the Ethernet card. Okay, if computer is to connect with the network using RJ45 connector and coax and with twisted pair cable, then this Ethernet card is needed. However, in latest computers, this Ethernet card is already installed or attached with the computer. These are already available with the computer. We need not to purchase separately and then insert this card into our CPU. These are not needed nowadays because almost all computers comes with this connector. Okay, with this card installed in this computer. Now what is this? It is a hardware device that helps in connection of nodes within a network. Okay, to connect nodes within a network. Ethernet card is also known as network card, network adapter, or NIC. It is also called NIC, network interface card, or network adapter, or network card. Okay, it is a card that allows computers to communicate over a computer network. Okay, to communicate with each other computer, this Ethernet card is needed. Okay, on Ethernet card, a physical address is of each communicating computer is mentioned, and that physical address is known as a MAC address. Means each and every Ethernet card is having a unique number, okay, through which this computer can be recognized. This computer can be recognized. Okay, and though that unique number is known as MAC address, MAC address. Okay, and this MAC address, if a computer is having MAC address, then it means that Ethernet card is already installed with the computer. Okay, see here, if external Ethernet card is to be required to be attached with our computer, then this type, you will see this. This is the picture where you can see that this is a Ethernet card, and this Ethernet card is to be installed in PCI slot. This is the PCI slot within the CPU. It is the part of CPU, internal part of CPU, and it is the motherboard, and within motherboard you have to install this Ethernet card here in the PCI slot. Okay, if internal, this is the okay. Now what is Ethernet card? Ethernet card enables us to make computer or attach computer with a network. This card is needed to establish a network between the computers. Okay. Now next is known as hub. It is a multi-port network device which simply transfers data from one port to another port in a network, okay, of a network to another, one port to another port, simply transfers data, and it is a multi-port network. Why it is multi-port network? Because you will see so many ports are there, okay, so many ports are there in this hub, okay. It is a hub, and these are the RJ45 plug-in connections, okay, and these are the computers through which connection is to be established, okay. Printer, computer, so many these are known as nodes, and this is the printer, this is the hub is responsible to now transmit data from one computer to another, okay. See again picture. See, all the computers are connected with the hub. So hub establishes a connection between each of the computer. Suppose one computer sends information and this information is to be given to some other computer, then this message data is first transferred to the hub, and then hub recognizes the computer and then transfers the destination computer, okay. Now a hub is a hardware device used to connect several computers together with different ports. When the packet reaches one port, packet means the message or the data packet reaches one port, it is copied to all other ports of the hub without changing the destination address in the frame, okay. A data packet, okay, a data packet is created if suppose a message is to be transfer or transmit from one computer to another computer, then these messages is converted in packets, small packets, and destination address is given on each packet, okay. Then what happened, this packet reaches one port and then it is copied to all other ports of the hub without changing the destination address. Now hub, the computer which is having the destination address on the packet receives this packet, and then the message is transfers from one computer to another computer. Now hub is either of active, there are two types of hub, that is active hub and passive hub, okay. And hub usually support 8 port, 12 port, 16 port and 24 port, okay, to connect that number of RJ45 connectors, okay. So hub is responsible to establish a network between different of computers by connecting each and everything. Problem with hub. Actually, what happened when hub is used to establish a network, then suppose one computer transmit message to receive by another computer, then what happened, this message is broadcast and copied to all the other computers, then the computer then the message for which the destination address is given on the message is received by that destined computer. Now suppose this is big problem regarding security of the data, safety and security of the data, privacy of the data, okay. Because the message is broadcast means each and every computer got the nodes got the same messages, okay. Then any machine can get the message, okay. Then the problem with the hub is that it is not an intelligent device. It shares bandwidth with all the attached devices and broadcasts the data. The another problem is also there. The bandwidth is shared. The bandwidth means the speed of the network is shared among the attached devices. Suppose the bandwidth, the speed of the computer is 10 Mbps, okay. Then suppose 10 computers are attached with the hub, using hub, then what happened? Then this bandwidth is shared, means each computer will get a speed of 1 Mbps speed only. 10 Mbps is shared among 10 computers, then 1 Mbps speed for each computer. Okay, as long as number of computers is attached, the speed also goes down. Okay, this is another major problem. First it broadcasts the message, then second one, bandwidth is shared. So it is called, the hub is not an intelligent device. Also it cannot filter the data and causes unnecessary jams. Okay, data cannot be filtered, okay, with the help of hub. And traffic jams, oftenly you will find traffic jams, mean data we have sent, the data whatever we send is not received by the destined computer, then we have to send it again. Okay, and sometimes it takes longer time to reach the destination computer. Okay, so it cannot filter the data. Filter data means that the message which we want to transmit to a destination computer, okay, then that destination computer cannot be searched, okay, by the hub. Okay, cannot be searched, or that particular message is not sent to that destined computer. Okay, that is the problem. Okay, so it is not the intelligent device. A hub can both send as well as receive information. Next is that it can send as well as receive information. Both work can be done with the help of hub, but the problem is that the only one task can be done at a time. Okay, if someone is sending some information, then all the other work will be stopped. Only this particular sending of information is to be done, and when it's complete, then that computer can be received some other messages. However, a hub is inexpensive in a way. Okay, now it is cost less cost, and so it if we want to create a network with the hub, then it will become economy. Okay, so the connect multiple nodes or devices. So inexpensive is, if we don't want to increase our budget, then this hub is beneficial regarding the problems. Now what the solution of the problem is? Switch. Switch is another type of device which is also a multi-port device, just like hub, but it is intelligent. How it is intelligent? It can filter data and forward data packets across the network. It is multi-port device, and some intelligence is there, so that data packets received from one port of a network are refreshed and delivered to the other port of the network. Okay, means here data is not broadcast, means if a message is intended to that particular computer, then the message is sent to that particular computer only. Okay, it does not copies to all the data, all the computers. The main difference between hub and switch is that hub replicates what it receives. Replicates means it copies to all the destined computer, all the computers, and okay, one port to all other port it will copy. Hub receives whatever it replicates to all other, while switch keeps a record of MAC address. Now how it can filter data means it can find the destination computer based on MAC addresses. Okay, MAC addresses, we have learned that each and every Ethernet card is having a unique MAC address. Okay, based on this MAC address, switch can filter particular destination computer and the message is sent to only that computer. Okay, and this attached devices, these are the benefits of switch. So if budget is not the problem, then always we are suggesting that switch is beneficial to be incorporated in our network. Okay, now next, bridge. Bridge is another type of device, network device, What is the work of this device? See, a bridge is a device that works on physical layer as well as data link layer. Okay, physical layer and data link layer. It is a device that links two segments together of the original network. Okay, suppose two LANs, separate LANs are having within a building. Then what if we want to join both the LANs, okay, and also we want to make segment 1 and segment 2, then this bridge is very much helpful. What it can do, frame enters the bridge not only regenerates the sunrise signals but also checks the physical address of the destination and forward the new copy only to that port. Means what happened here, the bridge, okay, just like a road bridge, this bridge is also doing the same work. Means it controls the traffic. Suppose a message is sent from one segment of LAN to another segment and bridge is there, then what happened, the message is, okay, taken by the bridge and it will find based on MAC address the destination computer on the another segment, and then if the node is found on that segment, then only it will permit the message to travel to that segment. Okay, and this makes that traffic is controlled. Okay, an important advantage is that of using bridge is that it is a smarter hub as it can filter network traffic on the basis of MAC addresses. Okay, some switch is having this feature, bridge feature also. Okay, so bridge is very much beneficial where two or more LANs, separate LANs are there, segment of LANs are there. Now next is gateway. Gateway is a device that connects dissimilar networks. Dissimilar network means suppose some network is having Ethernet, using Ethernet technology, other using token ring technology. So many technologies are there, network technology are there. Okay, so if we want to connect these dissimilar networks with each other, then gateway can be used to connect all the devices. In internet, several networks are communicating with each other and each network has a different configuration. Okay, internet is also backed by gateway also. Okay, so that any message can be travel to any type of network. In order to make reliable communication, there must be a device that helps in communicating. Okay. Gateway is a device which establishes an intelligent connection between a local network and external network with completely different structure. Okay. It helps in establishing an intelligent connection between our network to another external network of different structure. If a structure is different, there is no problem if gateway is there. Okay. Now gateway is a device that connects dissimilar network. Now next, repeater. Repeater is a device that operates only on physical layer of the OSI model. Actually, there is a OSI model. There are 7 layers in an OSI model: data link layer, physical layer, okay, or so many layers are there. Okay, now repeater is a device that operates on physical layer. As a signal traverses a fixed distance before attenuation of the signal, a repeater is used which amplifies and restores signals for long distance transmission. First of all, we should know that repeater is used where we want to transmit data in a long distance transmission. Long distance is longer. Actually, what happened, LAN, local area network, or some of the cables have some limitations that it can transmit data up to that much meter. So say for example, the twisted pair cable can transmit data from up to 100 meters. Okay, after then the signals becomes weak. Yeah, and it needs amplification or regeneration of the signal. So this repeater is very much helpful to amplify the signal and regenerate the signal, weak signal, and then the signal can again travel to another distance. Okay, so to connect devices or nodes on a long distance, repeater can be used. A repeater is an electronic device that receives a signal before it becomes too weak and regenerates the original signal. Okay, repeaters are required for cable runs longer than 100 meter. If cables run means computer is put at a longer distance than and above 100 meters, then this repeater is needed. Okay, repeater is a device that amplifies a signal that is transmitted across the network so that the signal is received in the same way as it is sent. Okay, so see, several types of repeaters is used here. Okay, see, weak signal is there, and then a repeater is used, the signal is regenerated. Okay, now see here, some signal is transmitting from one location and some obstacle is there, then we can use repeater, tower repeater here, so that information or the signal can reach to the other destination. Okay, in the same way, means as it is sent, same data can be received at the destination. This repeater is used. Repeater is used especially where long distance is there or some obstacle is there. Now router. Router is a networking device. Router is a network that forwards data packets from the source machine to the destination machine by using the shortest path. Actually, what happened? Suppose some information, so many LAN so many local area networks are there, and so many networks are there and connected with each other using some devices. Then what happened? If a message is sent from one computer to a destination computer, then that machine, the destination machine, has to be filtered, has to be searched. And this router is very much smart, very much intelligent in finding a particular device in a network. For that purpose router is used, and it finds the sorted path because it knows the MAC addresses of all the nodes attached in a network, and by filtering the MAC addresses, it finds the shortest path to reach the destination computer. It helps in forwarding packets from one machine to another. Okay, it also forwards the data and use the shortest path to reach the destination computer. See here, example here. Okay, this is the example here. Internet connection is there. Okay, extending a network using LAN cable connection, and a second router is here. Main router is this is the second router, and LAN cable connection is there. Okay, then internet is there, some information is to be sent from this computer to this internet. Okay, then router is very much capable to find that destination computer. See, this is the network and this is the network. Okay, suppose one laptop is sending another information to the another laptop through a LAN cable, then these routers are very much smart and it finds the shortest route to reach the destination. Okay, now next is Wi-Fi card. What is Wi-Fi card? We very much familiar with the Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is a wireless technology. Its full name is wireless fidelity. Okay, now to have a Wi-Fi connection with our computer, we need this Wi-Fi card. Means we have in our computer, this card must be present to use Wi-Fi connection. Okay, so this is known as Wi-Fi card. These Wi-Fi cards are already inbuilt in our computer. The computer which are not having this Wi-Fi card is not able to connect with the Wi-Fi connection, wireless connection. Okay, so Wi-Fi card is either internal or external also. Local area network adapter with a built-in wireless radio and antenna. Okay, what is it is having? It is wireless radio and antenna is there. A Wi-Fi card is used in a desktop computer that enables a user to establish an internet connection. Okay, टू कनेक्ट इंटरनेट कनेक्शन के लिए ही वाईफाई कार्ड का यूज होता है. वाईफाई कार्ड्स आर नोन एज वायरलेस फिडेलिटी कार्ड्स. Okay, as they allow the user to set up connection without any wire. Wireless fidelity Wi-Fi cards are widely used in notebook computers. Notebook computers means the laptop computer. Laptop computers is already inbuilt Wi-Fi connection is there, and some older desktops are not having that Wi-Fi connection. So this external Wi-Fi card can be attached with that computer to enable Wi-Fi connection. Okay, use notebooks. Due to their highly portable nature, the most common Wi-Fi cards used in desktop computers are PCI Express. Wi-Fi card PCI Express is the most common. You will see. Wi-Fi cards made to fit the PCI Express card slots on the motherboard. Okay, on the motherboard, Wi-Fi cards are already inbuilt, and PCI Express cards are already attached with the motherboard nowadays. Okay, then if earlier computer is there, then we need to purchase a separate Wi-Fi card, and this card is to be attached need to be attached with the motherboard. Then we can use the Wi-Fi signals. So Wi-Fi card enables a computer to work with wireless. Now we are going to recapitalize what we have learned today. Okay, in network devices, first we have learned modem, and we know that modem a full form is modulator and demodulator, and it is used to connect with telephone lines through internet. Okay, it converts digital signals into analog signals and vice versa. It comes in two types, external and internal modem. Now next we have learned RJ45 connector, and this the full form is registered jack, and this is a connector with 8 wires connector. Okay, it is used to connect with Ethernet card. Okay, to make computers in a network LAN, local area network. Now Ethernet card this card when available in a computer can be used in a network, can be connected with a network. Okay, and this card is also known as NIC card. Okay, and this card is having a unique address that is known as MAC address. Okay, using this card only we can establish a network, Ethernet network. Okay, now next we have learned hub. Hub is a multi-port network, and this hub is used to establish a network of so many computers. It comes in 8 port, 12 port, 16 port, 24 ports. Okay, and there are two types of hub, that is active hub and passive hub. Now we have learned that there is problem with hub, that it first shares the bandwidth. Okay, so the number of nodes we attached, the speed is going to lower. Okay, and now it also broadcasts the messages, and also it cannot filter the data. Okay, and unnecessary traffic jams is there. Okay, however, hub is inexpensive, and it becomes economical to establish a network using hub. Now the solution for the problems with the hub is switch. Switch can filter the network by using MAC addresses, and it can find the destination computer. It does not copies the data to all the other nodes, and the data is safe. Okay, this is the switch. Switch is just like hub. Now bridge. Bridge, what it does, it can help us to connect different segments of LANs in one. Okay, and also filters the traffic by finding the destination computer in a segment, and only then it can permit to travel the data to that segment. So in this way it can control the traffic. It is very much helpful, and the feature of bridge is also available in switches also. Okay, now next one we have learned that gateway is nothing that it is a device that it is it is used to connect dissimilar network. Different configuration of networks are available in internet, and then to communicate with different types of network, different configuration network gateway is very much helpful, and it can connect different type of networks. Okay, now repeater, what is the help of a repeater in long distances? So if we want to travel data in long distances, then this repeater can be used. Okay, and what it does, it amplifies and regenerates the signals when the signal is becoming weak. Okay, at that time, at that place we can place a repeater, and again the signal is regenerated and amplifies, and again a long distance can be established. Okay, now router is very much helpful where network is very vast. Okay, and it allows to forward data packets from source machine to destination machine using the shortest path based on MAC addresses. It knows the MAC addresses or the addresses of the computer on the network, and it finds the shortest route, shortest path, shortest route. That's why it is known as router. Okay, to transmit the data to the destination computer. Now Wi-Fi card. Okay, the computer which is having Wi-Fi card can only connect with the Wi-Fi connections. Okay, nowadays the Wi-Fi card are already inbuilt in motherboard. However, if some computer is not having any Wi-Fi card, then we can purchase this Wi-Fi card and attach it with the motherboard to enable the computer to work with wireless connection. Okay, the full form Wi-Fi is wireless fidelity.